Princess Catherine joined the rest of the royal family to mark Remembrance Day, but a tweet from a TV host about Kate's appearance has set off a social media firestorm. Reilly Sullivan is a reporter here at skynews.com.au and he's always across the latest headlines from the royal family. Reilly, great to see you.
Great to be back.
British TV host Narinder Kaur is facing fierce backlash over a tweet about Princess Catherine's appearance on Remembrance Sunday. What did the host say?
I mean, I just thought this was absolutely disgraceful conduct from Narinder. She posted this tweet over the weekend after Kate's appearance at Remembrance Sunday, something along the lines of implying that Kate looks old, asking that is she a smoker, completely insensitive. One, to say that about anyone in general, but specifically someone who's just gone through chemotherapy treatment for cancer. Thought it was disgusting. I think she should be ashamed of herself. I was shocked by it. I kind of didn't think it was real. It was one of those sort of weird things that popped up. But not only has she doubled down on that, she hasn't apologised. She's said that it's a fair question to ask. She thinks that, that it's a fair question that even though Kate's gone through chemotherapy, that she looks old for 42. It's just offensive. And, there were some really thoughtful opinion pieces this week from actual cancer sufferers. And they've said that, the wider implication when people send out tweets like this is it makes cancer sufferers, feel judged, and it makes them feel self-conscious because obviously when you're going through, battling for your life, of course, your appearance and your health it changes, there's going to be side effects. And I just thought it was really disgusting conduct, but it was inspiring to read that so many people have come out to support Kate and to hit back and say, this is not on.
Yeah, no, and that needs to be hit back. Princess Catherine has done so much for the public, showing up, being so honest and transparent about everything that she's gone through. To have comments like that from a TV host, it's unbelievable. A professional lip reader has revealed details of a quiet conversation between Catherine and Duchess Sophie at the Remembrance service. I love this. What did the two royals reportedly say to each other?
Yeah, well, this is one of the great mysteries whenever there's royal occasions. Sometimes you do see members of the royal family talking amongst themselves, and naturally people are curious to find out what they said. And a lip reader did weigh in on this, and they said that reportedly Kate, when she was talking to Sophie, she was just expressing how hard it is to be there on Remembrance Day because it's such a sombre occasion. And Sophie said something like, it's always hard, and she was just sort of comforting Kate in that moment. And I thought that was really telling because we've often heard that Sophie does play, a really important role in the royal family, specifically supporting Kate. And I think it just goes to show the closeness between them. And it was a nice moment.
Yeah, nice to see. Prince Andrew is reportedly set to stay in the Royal Lodge after inking a new multi-million-pound maintenance plan to restore the property. How's the Duke of York managed to hold on to his home?
I mean, this is just, quite a surprising update. This ongoing saga, will he be evicted, will he not? Last time we spoke about this, there were reports that he was coming up with some kind of funding, maybe from overseas, to help restore the property. We know that there's some maintenance issues on Royal Lodge and we know that he's struggling to afford it. But apparently he's got the sign-off from the Privy Purse and he's got the sign-off from King Charles to stay. So there's stipulations that Andrew has to sort of go about, completing maintenance and repairs on the home. Of course, it's almost like a museum, these huge royal residences, they're filled with artefacts and historical, pieces of significance. So of course, the new sort of agreement says, look, you've got to make sure that everything's kept up to code, but we're still not really sure where the money's come from, but it looks like Andrew and Fergie will be staying in their home. And I thought it was quite funny because I actually saw the Duchess of York last week when she was here in Australia, and she was very cheery and in a good mood. I didn't ask her about the Royal Lodge. I thought that might be a bit forward, but good news for her. Yeah, absolutely.
It's good news. No, I love to see the photo of you two together. Meghan Markle's estranged half-sister, Samantha, she has continued her legal fight over claims made in the Sussex's Netflix documentary. Why is Samantha suing the Duchess of Sussex?
Yeah, well, I mean, this is just sort of an interesting reversal of roles, I guess, because often, when we talk about Meghan, it's her complaints and her, criticisms of the royal family. But on the flip side, you've got Meghan's half-sibling, Samantha, who she's estranged from, has been for many years, complaining that Meghan, spoke poorly or implied, I guess, poorly about her in the Sussex's Netflix documentary. This isn't a new legal case. Samantha launched this nearly 2 years ago now, but originally it was actually thrown out in the Duchess of Sussex's favour. However, Samantha has appealed, and there were some new documents this week that revealed that Samantha claims that she was forced to move homes, and she was also, facing death threats from, I guess, the Sussex's supporters based on what was said in the documentary. It wasn't explicit. It was really just Meghan talking about, the trolling she received, and one of her supporters did say that Samantha was involved in that. Samantha does take issue with that, but it's complicated. It's one of those things, I think, where even people that aren't fans of Meghan Markle can probably find some empathy, because, to have family members going out there in the press and trolling you, it would be difficult.
Absolutely. Reilly Sullivan, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour.
Thank you.